I am now the exclusive promoter of Kevin Rhodes' multiple books on hognose snakes, and we're currently offering the largest discount to date of 33% off using the promo code shovelhog33. The link to purchase these books will be located in the description of this video.
We got action, guys. We got action. So far, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 good eggs. She's actually laying one right now. So 6 good eggs so far. It looks like she got a lot more left to go. All right, guys. So I'm actually going to start taking some eggs out. She's not done laying, but some of the eggs don't look fully calcified. I don't want her laying on them. And there's actually a misconception. You can actually remove some of the eggs and that won't stop them from laying the rest of their eggs. They'll continue doing it even if you disturb them a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully, I don't know how much y'all can see because I am short. So I got the egg tray. So like I said, I'm just gonna remove some of these eggs. Got one. Trying to be as careful as I can. Actually, just gonna put them right here. They're not the strongest eggs. Some of them I feel like this is her first time breeding. All right. I'm sorry, you guys, because I'm missing a lot of the stuff. All right, let's put all these in the egg container and we'll candle them. What we got so far. Trying to keep all this in focus. And I'll let her finish laying the rest of them. All right. Let's put this down. I'm going to close the lid back up. All right, let her finish laying the remaining of the eggs. All right, let's bring this over here to the workstation. Like I said, some of these kind of look a little weak. Let's prop my chair up so try to give y'all the best angles possible. So first egg right here. Let's see if we can find an embryo. We can see it right here. Pretty strong embryo. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Set this up. Like I said, some of these aren't that well calcified like this one. I'm not sure if this one will survive. Very weak embryo on this one. So I'm gonna put this one right here. This one looks like a pretty decent egg. All right, this one has a really good embryo. Put that one right here. Here's another decent egg. Very nice embryo right there. Let's get a little closer. All right, it's a longer egg. All right, we got the embryo. Not the strongest embryo. This one right here might be a slug. This feels very, very weak. Very weak. It does have an embryo at the top. I don't know if it'll survive. We'll put it in there. But this is a very, very like flimsy filling egg. But it does have veins. I'll put it right here. This one's kind of a boob egg. It's not well calcified. And like the embryo's up top. Just weird. Maybe that's just how it's set. It's another flimsy filling egg. This one feels pretty good. This one has a decent embryo. Set that one up here. All right, this one looks pretty decent as well, but a pretty weak embryo. Oh, well, y'all can see that. But we'll sit it right here. All right, so far, looks like we got 9 eggs. 5 of them look pretty decent, and then we got 4 that are eh. So I'll come back once she's finished laying the rest of her eggs, and we'll get a final count. So far we have 9. All right, guys, it is the next morning, and you can see she is done laying eggs. I took the lay box out. Let's give her a nice mouse. And she definitely lost a lot of weight, but she doesn't like look emaciated. She doesn't look as bad as some of my other stuff. So got a mouse coated in calcium and multivitamins. I know she is hungry. It took her over 13 hours to lay all those eggs. And the cool thing about this girl, this is my first hog nose that has successfully bred for me. First female that I actually produced. So hatched her out the egg, raised her up, and she laid eggs for me. So this is my favorite snake. She means the world to me. So I'm really glad that she laid all of her eggs without having any issues. So I'll put her hide back in there. I'll let her finish eating that. Let's go to the remaining her remaining eggs, because like I said, this is the next morning. So she currently has 13 eggs that's already in the incubator. These are the last eggs. So hold on really quick. Get my camera. So this is currently what? 7 eggs right here. So she laid a total of 21 eggs. One of them was an obvious slug, so I actually fed that to my Arctic sable conda female last night. But all the other ones look good. The only problem is a lot of these eggs either have very weak embryos or they don't have an embryo at all. So I kind of divided these last few. So we'll see. I'll try to candle them to show you what I'm talking about. So these up top have an embryo. Like this right here is very faint. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Very faint embryo, but it does have veins. I do see it. This one right here has a pretty strong embryo. This one has a pretty strong embryo right here. And then this one has a kind of a faint embryo. But then these down here don't have an embryo at all. So these are probably all going to go bad down here. They look like perfect eggs, but none of these have embryos. So I'll just keep them in there. But like I said, they'll probably go bad. That's why I kind of separated them. And then, like I said, I got 13 of them in here, which are right there. I have them covered up and everything. So what? Got a total of, like I say, 21 eggs. 20 of them will be in the incubator, but even on the ones that are in the incubator, some of them didn't have embryos, even though they look really well. So I'm really not sure how many are going to hatch, but as long as a few of them hatch, that's all that matters for me. I'm going to cover these eggs up with cocoa core, put them in the incubator, and we'll see what pops out in 60 days. Appreciate y'all for watching yet another one of these videos.
And I now have a Patreon account for those who want to support me even further. Here you will have access to exclusive videos, giveaways, as well as discounts. The link will be in the bottom in the description. And if you purchase Reppy links, feel free to use the discount code shovelhogs to receive 5% off of all purchases.